Welcome back, everybody, to the Feedback Damage Podcast. How's it going?
It's going alright.
Let's identify ourselves, because we totally didn't do that last time.
No,
Alright, I'm Mitch.
I'm Jared.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jeff.
Now you know us all. Let's just get right into it. We took a little week off for a little thing called Labor Day.
Yeah.
Here in America.
Yeah,
it was great. We didn't work.
That was
That's
nice.
right.
We celebrated not working. So yeah.
And not working on this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're a week late, and we're not sorry about it, so deal with that. So, yeah, so how's it going?
It's going pretty alright.
Yeah. It sounds still just playing Marvel Heroes.
Playing Marvel Heroes. I started up a new game that is fantastic. It's an indie game. It's on Steam. It's $15. It's called Rogue Legacy. It is very similar to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's a 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania style game. So if you play Metroid, it's that exploration. The idea behind it is you have that, but the castle itself that you go into is randomly generated every time. And every time you die, your successor, who you pick one of three, comes in, and they all have different abilities. They also have different genetic defects they're born with. Some are giants. Some are midgets. Some have ADHD. There's this one guy that you'll never want to pick because he's upside down and he views the world upside down. It's a fantastic game. I love it. And so as you
creeps me out a little bit.
The upside down part?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mind's just not wrapping around that.
Don't pick him. Don't pick him.
The Bizarro.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And there's some that don't even have any effect on the game. There's like, you're bald. And the only difference is instead of the loading, it says building because it built a castle. It says balding. So anyway, you die, then you have this you build up this castle and basically you select different things to upgrade, armor, different skills, different classes that your guys could possibly be, and it builds up the castle. And as you go through the castle, you find blueprints for different weapons and armor and stuff like that. So it's ridiculous. It's great.
What's it called again?
Rogue Legacy. It's $15 on Steam. I don't know if it's on Xbox Live or not.
You know, company with the developer.
I don't. I do know their first game, and I can't totally say it. Let's just say I'm going to do an edited version. It's Don't Soil Your Pants. You may have seen that. It's an old Flash game on the internet where you try not to poop yourself. So it's good.
Interesting.
Anyway, they've come a long way, and it's a really fun game. And I've been playing it and loving it. So yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been playing, I finally stopped playing Marvel Heroes for a minute.
What?
And jumped back on Xbox Live when I heard the new Ninja Turtles game was out.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta try this. And it's awesome. First of all, when you start the game, the song that's playing in the background at the menu screen is Turtle Power.
Are you kidding me?
So that's how, there's references all over the place.
Yeah.
And the combat is exactly like Batman Arkham City, Arkham Asylum.
Oh, wow.
Like those, if you love those games, they basically use the exact same system. It's a no-brainer to use.
I think I dumped 60 hours in Arkham Asylum.
Well, it's
ridiculous.
Yeah. So it's not really smashing the buttons,
Yeah.
punching and kicking. It's you want to time it, and then time your counters, and you get a chain going. And then you're using team attacks, and you're doing the shell shock where they're all teaming up and hitting one figure with their shells at the same time.
So do you control multiple of them? Or
Yes.
Okay.
You have, on the D-pad, you press up for Donatello, right for Raphael, down for Leonardo, left. So at any time you can switch to anybody you
Should have
want.
been down for Donatello and right for Raphael.
Oh, you're right, it should have.
But
And that's what it sounds so.
Yeah, that's me.
So, and then you can upgrade their weapons. It's awesome. So there's only 4 levels you play through, but then it's got challenge modes, just like Batman.
Yeah.
And it also has built into the game an arcade version, which is just 2D side-scroller of the same game. And that's actually even funner, because that reminds me of the old games.
Yeah.
So, and it's co-op. I've been playing with my friend Peter, and it's so much better with co-op, because it's got these team attacks where you pull the right trigger and press A, and they'll swing each other around or do a roll or something. So usually the computer doesn't do it. But team up with somebody and you just dominate the game. So it's.
Warfighter?
I think it is. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Four player.
Will,
Will in it too, but I don't think it's local.
Okay.
No, but yeah, I love that game. That's what I've been playing.
Nice.
It's good.
Well,
So,
I have, since our last recording, I have not done much video game playing, for my Xbox has sadly departed this world.
By the way, I got one.
We need to talk, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's sitting there.
Okay, after
All right.
the recording, let's talk more. But I have said farewell to my green Xbox, sadly.
Your red-ringed Xbox.
Red ringed.
What game
last
were you
recording.
playing when it red-ringed?
The wife was watching
Oh.
Netflix.
Oh,
Wife's
yeah, that's
fault.
right.
Or Hulu or something like that. Yeah. The best part about it, though, is that she kind of feels bad about it. So, yeah, she'll know this.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. I was just like,
She'll
yeah,
know this.
well,
So she feels really bad about the fact that it was her doing something while it went bad, so she's really wanting to get another one so that we can.
Nice.
it's not her fault.
It's really
Yeah.
not. I've told her that, but
Yeah.
Just
she
that.
still feels bad, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes.
Ooh,
Sometimes.
jeez, you better not listen.
No, sorry.
Well, you're the editor, so you can take
Yeah.
all this if you want.
After that, I ended up going to a place and getting some stuff. I got 3 of the Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the Bold.
I always get that backwards.
Yep.
The Brave and the Bold 3D objects. I got the black, yellow, and green Lantern objects. The Lantern comic books are kind of some of my favorite stories. I love them. I already have the white and the red. Now I'm just missing, another 4 more.
Mhm.
Trying to collect them all. It's great. But I also got a board game called Small World, which is pretty phenomenal. I like it. It's kind of like Nerd Risk, or like Fantasy Nerd Risk. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I learned how to play Risk for the first time last summer.
Oh, yeah?
Believe it or not, yeah, I've never played. And of course, it's pretty fun.
The basis of the game is, you're a race and you take over little territories by the number of tiles you get of your race. But the thing that makes it all different is that there's special powers that come up that you shuffle up, and that when you pick your races, you not only get elves or orcs or giants or whatever, but they could be flying elves or marauding elves or berserking elves or something that changes a little bit about the race to do something different. Like they can go from one side of the map to the other without needing to be adjacent or whatever. And it's very neat. I like it.
Yeah, we'll
We
be
should
play
play
it.
Yeah, definitely.
We should play it.
So, Mega Man fans here.
Oh my god.
What have you
Tell
thought
me.
about Mighty Number 9?
I saw the news story,
Yeah.
and I haven't clicked on it yet, so I have no idea.
Okay, so here's the deal with Mighty Number 9. A few years ago, Keiji Inafune, not the creator of Mega Man, but the guy who basically adopted Mega Man, pretty much helmed the series from Mega Man 2 onwards, was fired from Capcom, or he quit. I think he quit. You might remember, if you follow Mega Man at all, there were 2 games in development, Mega Man Universe and Mega Man Legends 3. Both
Yep.
were just very unceremoniously canned by Capcom,
Yeah, I'm looking forward
upsetting
to
a lot of people.
that universe was gonna be cool.
Yeah, it did look cool. So he left to do his own thing, and he has been a big proponent of the Western video game market, basically saying Japan's days are numbered with doing business the way they do it. And so he took an interest in Kickstarter and took it upon himself to make a very closely related version of Mega Man called Mighty Number 9. Idea being there are 8 robot masters, if you will, that were created by a beneficial scientist, and they have turned evil somehow. Probably has something to do with another evil scientist. And the 9th one is created to stop them, and that is your hero. His name is Beck. He has a sister named Call, which if you follow Mega Man, you'll know that his original name was Rock, and he has a companion named Roll.
Yeah,
So,
is Dr. Dark in it?
we'll see. We'll see.
Close to Dr. Light.
The big news here, though, is basically they've raised almost $2 million in like 5 days.
Yes.
So this game's happening.
Yes, not only is it happening, but as soon as they hit 2.2 million, they are going to be on consoles.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Is it just coming out for console? Or
No, it started out, it was going to be a Steam game if they hit like 300,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so done.
So Steam is happening, Mac is happening, Linux is happening, consoles are about to happen, they're doing a making of documentary, they've added New Game Plus, they're doing like all this stuff,
Wow,
like, because the
dude.
goals
This
keep
is
getting wrecked.
Wow.
That's amazing.
People love Mega Man,
Yep.
and I think, though I could not say that if this thing does happen, if Capcom doesn't take it down with lawsuits, I think the goal here is probably just to get Mega Man games being made again.
Yeah.
So that will probably happen after Capcom sees this
This is
millions of dollars.
pretty serious.
Yeah, fly into something that's not even officially really Mega Man. So, pretty neat, pretty cool, and a lot of hype behind it. I haven't actually backed it yet. It's if you pay $20, you basically are guaranteed one of the games. So
That's cool.
That's awesome.
yeah,
You pay how much?
20.
That Kickstarter, it's ongoing. It's still.
Yes.
And does it look like the old school Mega Man? Or
Yeah, it looks very similar. I mean, it's got a lot of the new stuff. So like there's no actual screens yet. It's all concept art. But from what I've seen, like somebody did a concept screen. It looks very nice. It's like not 8-bit.
Mhm.
It's like HD and really pretty and all that other stuff.
Interesting.
So
What's the name of the? What are they calling it?
Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to donate to that.
Yeah,
Never
I need
but-
to as well.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's funny because a lot of the high-end Kickstarter prizes were like immediately claimed. Where it's like, you could have dinner with Keiji Inafune, or he will sketch you something, you know,
What?
like, yeah. I'd love to have like a Mega Man sketch from that dude. That'd be amazing.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, very cool, very cool. But, we also have another game that we all play. It's called HeroClix.
Yeah.
You may have heard of
HeroClix.
it. It's the reason you're probably here.
Nice segue.
Yeah, I try. And this episode is unofficially brought to you by Ski Soda.
Ski.
Made in the beautiful neighboring town of Breeze, Illinois.
Breeze, Illinois.
Well, bottled. The glass
Bottled.
bottles are bottled in Breeze, Illinois.
This guy loves it.
Not
I'm gonna let him talk.
technically made in Breeze, Illinois. It's bottled in Breeze, Illinois.
Is there only one flavor, or is there?
There
other
are
flavors?
there are two flavors that are actually canned and bottled and whatever. What used to be called Cherry Ski is now called like Ski Extreme or something.
Oh, okay.
Or Red something. I don't know. I don't like it. It's
Red
not good.
Ski.
Yeah.
It's not good. To me, I don't like it. I got sick on it when I was in high school.
Ooh.
That's probably why.
I'm sure they.
But they do come in the diet and caffeine-free flavors as well. In the diet caffeine-free flavors, for those of you who don't like taste.
Yeah.
man.
Cool.
Yeah, so good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, what's been going on? I guess you talked a little bit about your lanterns. We've got some other stuff that's been happening for all of us. We've had some tournaments. We've had some other things that we've all picked up. Who wants to kick this off?
We had the sealed Wolverine, the X-Men.
Well, half sealed.
half
Half
sealed.
sealed.
It was
Re-
Bring
release day.
200. What? Sorry. It was Bring 200, Pull 200.
Tell these people what you
From
did.
Booster.
Tell them.
I did a bad thing. I was a bad man.
Oh,
What?
why were you a bad man?
Okay,
Let's
prize.
let's time out.
Okay.
I thought I was being bad.
What did you bring?
I brought Spiral with White Suit, Iron Fist, and Heroes for Hire.
That's kind of bad.
I thought I was
Yeah.
being bad. Now carry on.
So before that, I'm going to get to the fact that we were playing for Nightcrawler, the LE number 102 Nightcrawler from the Wolverine and the X-Men set,
X-Force.
the Age of Apocalypse X-Force keyworded Nightcrawler. I like Nightcrawler a lot. He's one of my favorite characters in X-Men. And they only had an LE and a team base. So I said, I'm not going to get the team base, so I'm going to get the LE. So when we had a half-sealed event, I decided to do something very, very bad. I played Spiral as well. with Web of Spider-Man Nightcrawler and the belt with a single object because that's all you can fit on there for 200 points.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, Nightcrawler with +2s and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So you still stand by that statement that he's just not so bad? You need to write an apology letter?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
It's all written out. You just have to replace some names.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
Okay. I mean, we can
I
leave
think-
that up to these other guys who
I
said
think-
it wasn't that bad either.
I think you can make it that bad with lots of stuff. Like Ghost Rider in and of himself is not that bad.
Mm.
But you put the belt and Heroes for Hire on him and he gets to be gross.
Yeah.
See,
Well-
in and of himself he's not that bad.
So here's how the first round went with me versus Jared.
Well, Mitch was first.
Well, I don't know what happened in your game, but here's how the first turn went.
Oh, yeah.
He drops the spiral. He
Yeah.
drops the tokens.
Uh-huh.
Hypersonics through, hits Layla, brings her right back through the portals, kills her with the rest of the team.
Okay, I forgot to mention what my other pulls were. So, Spiral has prob,
Yeah.
or PC, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Then I also pulled Magic, who also has
Little PC.
a little
Oh,
PC
yeah.
there too. And then Longshot, who has another one.
Yep.
So when I've got the belt on the right click, Nightcrawler was at a 21 defense, and with super senses, shape change, and 3 props.
Stealth.
And stealth.
And so.
And stealth.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
And a prob. There are 3 props.
I said no problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
So it was kind of gross, I admit. It was pretty bad. So I was playing to win.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that piece. It wasn't for the Batcave or any super expensive piece. It was for a little old Nightcrawler. Yeah. Comparatively, it's
There
not
it is.
as good.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, it was kind of mean.
That was that.
I brought Marvel 10th Iron Man. I don't remember if he was full dial or not. Probably not, because I don't know too much. So he was half dial, he had the belt, and I had Amadeus Cho. But on my belt, I have the night vision goggles
from the con.
from Gen Con.
Yes.
And they actually came into play.
Granted, we didn't.
It was an
we shouldn't
illegal.
have.
Yeah, we didn't realize it because we were still under the assumption at the time that Longshot automatically generated knockback when he does not.
Yeah.
So my Iron Man gets knocked back. I am sitting on +1, and he's not on very good clicks. He's like a 9, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got Outwit and Sharpshooter or something, I think.
Uh-huh.
So, night vision goggles are there. Nightcrawler's sitting in stealth. Suddenly, I don't have a 9 attack. I have, a 12? Because I get +2 from the
Night vision
the night
goggles.
vision and +1
You
from the
ignore-
belt.
You ignore stealth.
And I had Outwit, so I'm like, goodbye, shape change. I'm like, I got your number, bro. Suddenly I'm like, I can hit you for 4 damage. And he proceeds to hit super senses.
I did. That was
Um,
the game-saving super senses.
Yeah, but that convinced me night vision goggles are amazing.
Yes.
You can go from a 9 to a 12,
Yeah.
due to all that stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's pretty big.
Well, it would have been an 8 had you not had them because it would have
Yes.
been through hindering
Yes,
and stealth.
right. So, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to target you, period.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Yeah. So, yeah. I also picked up the med kit, first aid kit recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I got that from Bart.
Hey!
Bart and Brett.
Good
Nice.
job, guys.
So, yeah.
What does that do?
You can use a power action to basically do, well, you roll a d6, and you basically take the result and cut it in half.
It's -3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty good.
you could do that to yourself or adjacent characters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
looked over those too much because I didn't think we'd be seeing a ton of them, but apparently
They didn't
I was mistaken.
really care about it, so I was like, yeah, I kind of want it. Jumping forward in time a little bit, I'll get back to it more later, but I also kind of want a Superman for $5, so I could easily justify
Yeah.
slipping them a little cash to give me a
Oh,
first
sure,
aid.
sure.
So anyway, we'll
So
talk
anyway.
about that later.
So played Mitch. basically did a Nightcrawler kill box.
Yeah, it was dead.
The
rest of the guys, it didn't matter.
Played Paul, and you had...
I think I had Layla Miller,
Samurai?
Silver Samurai,
You had
Legolas
and 10th
Legolas
anniversary
Greenleaf
Batman.
from the new Fellowship set, and then the 10th anniversary Batman, because I really wanted to try out the Book of the Skull and giving Batman now his running shot with a 12 attack, double target in cap.
14 attack.
14
attack
yeah.
with the hammer now. So automatic in cap, 2 characters.
Pretty close, yeah.
And so that worked out pretty good. I don't even know if I got that off on you though. I don't think I did.
No.
No, it didn't go very well.
We ended up going into a stalemate for the most part. I came in, I got Layla, took her back, killed her off, and then...
At one point you sent Longshot through the portal.
Well, because I forgot that Nightcrawler ignores everything.
Yeah,
I forgot that he ignored characters, and then the hammer gave Batman plasticity, so I thought, oh man, I would hypersonic in and stop, and then I'm sitting duck.
And I thought the same thing, so I kept my team bunched up, and then I had Batman out front, so if you did hypersonic in, you were going to have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're back in the corner.
Meanwhile, none of that mattered. We forgot that he ignores everything.
Until after the game was over.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. But it was a real close game otherwise.
It did go back and forth after the first turn, when you instantly KO'd Layla. By capturing her through the portal.
Yeah, well...
Kidnapping her.
I wanted Nightcrawler, so there.
And you got it.
I did.
Yeah. It sits on this table.
Then I played Jeff. Jeff was round 3 for me. I played this podcast again as the tournament.
Yeah.
And with Jeff also having Spiral...
You actually made a minor... It didn't mean anything, but you made a minor mistake, because I went first, passed, and then you passed. Opening yourself up for Spiral.
If I wouldn't have passed... I found this out afterwards. If I wouldn't have passed, you still had first turn immunity.
Right. You could have came over.
I could have came over, but that wasn't my plan.
Yeah.
I wasn't...
You were on the snatch and run plan.
Exactly. That's the whole point, is to not be in the midst of the fight.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Snap everybody out there.
So I spiraled up. Came over.
Yeah, brought over Iron Fist.
Iron Fist with Heroes for Hire and Lady Deathstrike.
That's right.
Complete failure.
A bit, yeah.
I was admittedly not wanting Nightcrawler. I was more interested in the 2 boosters behind the counter.
Yeah,
with
so it was
something
fun.
in there. So I saddled up, killed Magic, killed myself in the process, and then you finished everyone off.
Give a little background on that 2 boosters part for our...
Oh yeah, so we had 6 people, I suppose. So we opened up a new brick, divided the 6 boosters, and nothing was pulled. There was no prime or chase.
Neither?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
So the 2 boosters were for sale for second place.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's what I was after.
So I got my Nightcrawler, you got your...
Cyclops chase that I traded.
Yep.
Wow. Worked out. All worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun. I got in one of my other matches, I finally got to use this new Legolas's power, which his trade, the Whirlwind of Blades, which worked just awesome. When he or an adjacent friendly KOs an opposing character with a close combat attack, he may immediately use Charge as a free action. So he was on his 4th click, where he has Flurry.
Oh man.
So he KO'd some little character, and then went over and charged Flurried Magneto, which was just awesome. Like, that was just fantastic.
Yeah.
Sealed the night.
Yeah,
night.
that was one of my other matches where I got to use that.
Yeah.
So that was good. It was fun.
He's cool. I haven't got to play him yet.
Yeah,
I did hear something kind of interesting out of that set, though. Saruman, whenever you play him, you go ahead and you use his trait to give damage to people. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Basically, free action at, I think, the beginning of your turn. You can... Oh, yeah. Thank you. It is an epic action, sorry. Get started on an epic action. Choose up to one opposing character per 200 points of the game's build total that's marked with an action token and roll a d6 that can't be re-rolled. If the result of the roll is 4 through 6, deal each of the chosen characters 1 penetrating damage. Actually, never mind what I was going to say. It's just a really cool power and you need to know about it, so never mind.
What were we going to say?
Nothing. It's wrong.
I kind of want to know, though.
I read a post online and it was wrong.
I read the internet and it lied.
It lied.
Internet.
It does that sometimes.
So, anyway, we had another tournament. It was for Superman and Superman, which was far and away one of my top most wanted figures. And it was bring 2 200-point teams.
Yes.
Just like we've done before. And I opted to bring in 150 common Superman and Enchantress for both my teams. And, that was my thing. I first played against Andrew, who had 200-point Man-Thing.
Ooh.
And I thought it was gonna be basically... Oh, wait, no. I played against you first, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the first match, yeah. I brought...
Anytime I have to play against any of us,
Yeah.
I know it's not gonna be an easy game.
Yeah, I brought Hope and Gambit
Yeah.
on one team.
Ooh, that's ugly.
And
Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty, just plain old Scotty, was the second team for 200 points. Yep.
Yeah.
Charge, exploit, trade.
At the time, I
Yeah.
didn't even really understand what Hope could do. But
Yeah.
when I saw that I could make her into Superman,
Yeah.
Kinda.
that was pretty cool. I think you made a positioning mistake.
Very
Yeah.
first turn, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot you had a TK.
Yeah.
So they went TK, hypersonic, one shot.
Yeah. Took a Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the heavy object, right?
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
you just shot him for 4, which makes him,
that's
him
right.
earthbound, which makes him useless.
Yeah. Once you land on that click,
Yep.
basically, what you didn't know about him is that you should have pushed him.
Yes. Push him once.
Because then he gets onto regen.
Oh, yeah.
And you can make him very useful again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's built pretty well like that. He does have that one lousy click where he's just support.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which
It makes
it becomes
sense.
a support piece.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. It's just in the world of Donald Blakes and the Adams and stuff like that. And Alfred's we're just used to much better support. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that was the first game. I felt okay. I was like, okay, dodged a bullet there. Didn't have a really tough match. Just, again, due to the mistake. That was the only reason. Went up against Andrew, had 2 200-point Man-Things, and he made a positioning mistake.
Yeah.
And he got in range to where I could TK out, outwit, Impervious on Superman, and there was a heavy object in the way. So I could one-shot his Superman right out. I perplexed up my attack with Man-Thing on Superman. So he had a 13 attack on an 18 defense.
How
No
much
damage.
damage?
If you pick up the object, you're hitting for 6, which is enough to kill Superman. If he has no damage reducers.
Oh, yeah.
Easy as pie, right?
Yep.
Not when you roll 3, it's not.
Nope.
And then I proceed to, what did I say, soil my pants?
Yep.
Because all of a sudden I've got this 150 full dial Superman primed and ready to rock. Well, yeah, 150 full dial.
Full 150. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ready to just rock my face.
Oh,
and
man.
But I went with the don't give up rule and proceeded to fight and claw my way to the rest of it. And I actually did end up winning. Barely. Somehow.
You should have watched
Oh, I
that
know.
match because
I
I was
should've.
sitting right next door.
I should have lost it. I had really good poison rolls with Man-Thing and really good
Mhm.
regen rolls with Man-Thing.
Yep.
Whereas Andrew had really bad poison rolls and really bad regen rolls.
Oh, okay.
And that was enough to where I pretty much killed everybody.
Wow.
With just
Yeah.
Enchantress and Man-Thing.
Yeah. Man-Thing killed Man-Thing, Superman, and
Yeah.
Enchantress.
Yeah, killed them all.
Damn.
Well done, man. Thanks.
So I was, my heart was just, beating through my chest because I thought I just lost this figure. And then immediately I get thrown in with this guy to my right, who's got Dark Phoenix at 200 points and
Gladiator.
Gladiator. at 200 points. And I'm
Is
like, wow.
200 point is full gladiator's full battle.
Yeah.
Ooh, which one do you pick?
Both
Well-
power cosmic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that Dark Phoenix had that super senses.
But only on a 6.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a discussion about
Yeah.
super senses and Jeff here. So I picked champion, or not champion, gladiator. Sorry.
Champion.
It's like that Infinity Gauntlet guy.
Oh, yeah.
Champion. Anyway, so, which we later found out there was a mistake in that game
There was a mistake in that
because
game.
you TK'd Superman.
I TK'd hypersonic and shot you from full range.
Yeah, and we just totally forgot. You
Yeah.
have to have it
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Opening turn, hit Superman for 2 damage.
because I passed, and then you
No,
Or no.
I went first again.
you pass, I pass, and then you're like TK up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I had like 9 dice on the map, like, okay,
Yeah.
here's what I can do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I got hit, but it was a fight the entire rest of the game.
It was.
Man. It was epic.
Dark Phoenix was just, she wouldn't die.
What did it come down to?
Came down to Gladiator, Enchantress, and Dark Phoenix. He had Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
I had Gladiator and Enchantress. Gladiator is still full dial. But, okay, so let's have this talk. let's talk about this.
It's
Jeff.
It's funnier that you forget that she had super senses.
Yes.
Because you go up and smack her thinking,
I'm like, oh, sweet. 12 attack, like 4 damage.
Yeah.
Let's
Psychic
rock,
blast.
man. I'm like,
There you
let's
go.
do it. Let's go. And then Jeff, as everybody knows, he just starts rolling like this. Just rolling those dice, doing his thing that he always does. And I'm just like, wait, this was part of the deal. What's happening? What is this? And there it is. And that first time you hit super senses.
hit a 6, yep.
Hit a 6, and my heart just sank. I'm like, I got a chance. My Superman's hurt, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I just hit him for 4. No, you
Yeah.
didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, because I started rolling, you're like, oh yeah, she has trait super senses.
I was like, oh.
Yep.
Jaw hit the floor. And because I know how you roll super
Yeah.
senses.
For those of you that don't know, Jeff hits super senses about 75% of the time.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Somehow.
And impervious and shape change.
Mainly just super
Mainly
senses.
super
Mainly
senses.
super
though.
senses.
Yeah.
It's
that's
pretty
why all of
unbelievable. I really want to start keeping a tally.
Yeah.
Just how much it happens. It's
That's why
crazy.
you all need to start bringing Gizmo and sacking items for Precision Strike.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Precision
So-
Strike is my new favorite power. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Probably the funniest part about our game though is, you landed on the stop click,
Mm-hmm.
and I had Gladiator ready to go.
Yep.
And I'm like, easy, let's just hit this, 12 on an 18.
Yep.
Shouldn't be a big deal. Again, I rolled 3.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
But then I remember, or you pointed out to me, didn't you? You're like, you still got Enchantress.
Yeah.
You're just basing.
Yeah, just sitting there.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, 9 on an 18, let's do it. Crit hit.
Yep. Crit
Oh,
the
my
game.
God.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
how it ended.
Wow.
Well done,
So-
Enchantress.
Yeah, I was
That's crazy.
feeling really worn out after all that.
Yeah,
Because I'm like
that's a good
roller
match.
coaster of
It
emotions.
was a pretty good
Between
match.
those two, I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
So it was hard fought. But I got him. I love him. It's great.
Yep. Can't beat that for $5. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool that our
$5
venue,
entry for
our
Superman.
venue does that.
Yeah, we actually had another tournament that Saturday. Our main judge on Saturday was out sick, so I did my first judging event. And it went pretty well.
Oh.
We had a pretty good
Yeah.
amount of folks. And Brett ended up taking it.
Cool.
And
Play the same thing, Two Thieves. The
Yeah.
bring 200,
he
bring
had
200.
my team.
Oh, of course.
So he had Superman and Enchantress.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that went pretty well. I did something a little different than we normally do because we only had so many people. I think we had 8, I think. One of our guys ended up losing the first round, but he KO'd a lot of figures, and basically going into the third round, he had the most points. He had a loss, and there was nobody else except Brett who still had a clean record. So I was like, does anybody have a problem with this guy who's in first, or second technically, going again? I mean, technically it's a rematch, but I'm like, I want to incentivize people to KO figures, play the game,
Yeah.
do
Get
as
points.
do as much as you can instead of just hit and run.
Hit and
you
hide.
know? So yeah, I mean they ended up playing again, and it was a really close match, and Brett still won. But I kind of like the idea of
Yeah, it's cool.
kind of a
Yeah,
losers
what's cool.
bracket to come back.
Yeah.
I see that a lot in fighting games. Happens all the time. I was like, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do it. So
Wild card race.
yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So I think
I think that was
I think
all
that was
the
it.
notable tournaments. Yeah.
Tomorrow we have Fear Itself month 4.
Yeah, for Odin.
So be ready for that.
Oh, we
for
did?
Odin.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep.
No,
no.
Wednesday.
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 Wednesday, yeah.
Reminder who we were brought to you by. Ski.
Ski. Beautiful.
Breeze,
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to open my drink.
Nope.
Do they have a slogan?
Yep.
No.
Taste the
Ski
wake. I
and
believe.
Taste
Breeze,
the wake.
Illinois.
Yes. It was originally branded with like water skiing
Mm-hmm.
and
And that obviously never
The
took
wake.
off.
no,
Because
they changed the branding.
in the middle of Illinois.
That's very true. There's a lake or
Oh,
two
there it is.
somewhere.
Where I'm from, yeah.
Yeah. There's a few lakes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we got that coming up. We've got some other things going on though. We've got,
So, some of the news that hit lately, I know you guys have all probably heard about it because, you know, you're on the internet. If you're not really paying attention to this game.
you're not listening to
And
this
you're now listening
podcast.
to us. Yep.
So they've announced the new organized play event. It will be an Avengers Vs X-Men organized play. It's a 4-month event instead of the 6-month that we've been used to lately.
Mm-hmm.
But the beginning part is that you actually buy a starter set for either X-Men or Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men, you get 5 people that were in the Phoenix 5 before, without the Phoenix powers, and Magneto. So you have Colossus, Cyclops, Emma, Magic, and Namor in Magneto. On the other side, for Avengers, you have Iron Man, Captain America,
Thor.
Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. So, first thoughts, what side do you pick?
I mean, actually, when I first saw this set, just based on the sculpt alone, that Thor just looks amazing. So when I saw that, I mean, kind of, also the X-Men set just came out, so I'm kind of X-Men'd out, like, it's enough already. But I mean, these figures do look good, but I'm definitely gonna go Avengers. Plus, the participation prizes, the LE Black Panther. Haven't had a Black Panther in a long time. I don't even remember when the last one was. It Chaos War?
Captain America.
Yeah.
That's a while.
So that'd be cool to get a new Black Panther. So that was
It's Black Panther and then also
Danger for
that's
X-Men. We were
No.
saying
There's 2 Avengers
two on each sides
and 2 X-Men. The X-Men I remember are Danger and Hope as Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And for the for the Avengers, I believe it's Black Panther, and is that Cable?
It's Cable, but I think that's the competitive.
Yeah, that's the competitive
Oh,
process.
maybe it's not.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm talking out my bum. So maybe there's just one.
I think it's just you get Danger if you go X-Men, you get Black Panther if you go Avengers.
Okay, that's a lot easier.
Just it's just participating. You just get them. I mean, that's
Sure.
That's kind of cool.
You also get as a month 6 prize, participation prize.
Month 4.
Month 4, sorry. Final month. Thank
Yes.
you. You get a team base that all of your 6 from the starter set jump onto.
Mm-hmm.
They're all 6 switch clicks. No matter which one you pick, there's a switch click and you get the team base that goes along with them.
Yeah.
As far as a resource, there is a resource being made for this as well. It is the Phoenix Force. You get pieces of the Phoenix Force, kind of in the way of when the Phoenix Force dies on or when the Phoenix 5 dies, one of all the rest of the members get a little bigger, a little more powerful. Same concept.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's 4 prizes for the 4 months. You get action token markers and dice with each of the starter sets.
Which is cool. Probably some maps in there, I'm sure.
Probably
Is that
map.
kind of an unofficial endorsement by WizKids towards poker chips?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You guys all, is that what you guys use?
Yeah.
Poker chips?
That's what I use.
I have
Jared?
been just now.
Yeah, I
used to
haven't-
use dice.
I still use dice. I haven't made the transition yet.
The one thing I'm unsure about here is I color code how I position my actions. Green is typically first action, blue for push. Poker chips typically come in blue and green. These appear to be all one color.
Yeah.
Well, see, there's something that other people do that I think is a little different from what you do, is that turn 1, they use one color. Turn 2, they use a second color. So say you have 4 characters in a 300-point game. You have 3 actions.
Sure.
So your first action, you place 3 green tokens. Then second action, maybe you push somebody, maybe you don't. You put out blue tokens for your 3 actions. So you know which ones only acted last turn and which ones only acted this turn.
That makes sense.
By which token is out.
Yeah.
And then you collect them out, and then you throw green ones back out again, and I guess you could go 3 if you want to really get crazy, but...
Yeah. In the immortal words of the Street Fighter 3 announcer, yeah, that makes sense. He says that.
He does?
He does say that. And you pick your guy.
And
I stopped playing after Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
And the final prize for the whole thing, for the gigantic prize, is going to be a gigantic Dark Phoenix Cyclops.
Colossal. Yeah.
I said gigantic.
Yeah.
I didn't mean like giant.
There are specific terms.
I didn't say giant.
This is not Vietnam. There are rules.
I didn't say giant. I said gigantic.
Okay.
It's different. So, again.
I'm going to read the description of what the prize is. It's just funny.
The grand prize in month 4 is a colossal HeroClix figure, Dark Phoenix Cyclops. The incredible HeroClix figure represents the leader of the X-Men corrupted by the absolute power of the Phoenix Force, based upon the climactic events of Marvel Comics AVX limited series, and is dauntingly powerful while standing menacingly on the battlefield at several inches tall. Wow.
Several inches.
Thank you, WizKids. That was Pulitzer Prize winning.
I've heard that there is a line in the rule book, and I haven't actually seen this itself. It basically says standard HeroClix games are played at 300 points, but play it beyond 300 points for unlimited power or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maximum damage.
Yeah.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
So
okay, First off, what do you guys feel about the $40 starter sets for to even compete in this event?
Maybe it's great.
Oh, and it's all constructed.
Yes,
There are no seals for this.
I'm not worried. I just hope that they made the characters well balanced. So you don't wind up seeing,
Well, I think
say Scarlet's a great support piece again.
Yeah.
So every month people just bring Scarlet and then a constructed Avengers team.
Okay, so that's what you have to use one of the
You have
figures.
to use one.
Just
Okay.
one?
Just one.
Okay.
Anyone you want. Okay.
So hopefully everything is pretty balanced.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure
So,
people are reading the same thing.
Thoughts of $40 entry fee but it's for the 4 months, so it's like $10 a month. That's not so bad.
Compared to what we're doing right now with Fear itself,
yeah.
That's very true.
$30 a month.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
This is a bargain.
And in my mind, I can imagine later down the line we have the same thing, but 3 starters with Trinity War.
Ooh,
Justice League of America and Justice League Dark.
That could be gross.
Pick your side.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you guys have an idea of which side you're going to choose?
Yep, Avengers.
Okay. There's Jeff.
Scarlet.
Yeah, I hate X-Men, so, plus I look at the lineup on Avengers, and I'm like, why would I pick anyone else? You've got Avengers Prime, you got Spider-Man, you got Wolverine, And you've got like the hypest piece out of anything in recent years, Scarlet Witch. Granted, it could be a completely different figure.
Yeah, because they did have a
But-
Scarlet Witch in Wolverine and the X-Men, and it wasn't nearly as good.
But
So good. But not
given that
as bad.
lineup and given what's on the other side, I'm like, there's really no comparison.
Okay. Paul?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, definitely going Avengers. It's mainly because of the participation prize of getting the LE. You know, a Black Panther that hasn't been out in 2 years. I mean, that sealed it for me when I saw that. And like I said, just too much X-Men lately. So it's definitely Avengers for me.
Okay. Interesting.
Are you the sole X-Men?
Jared?
I'm
X-Men?
undecided.
Hmm.
So here's my thought process going into this. Out of those pieces, we had a solid Cyclops in this set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very solid.
And a solid Cyclops in GSX.
True. So Cyclops, I don't necessarily need another one. Magneto was actually pretty solid.
Both of them.
Well, I'm not counting the Prime because the Prime's going to
Right.
be ridiculous to
Just
find.
The regular one's great.
The regular one's good, but he's not a heavy hitter as
No.
most of the time you'd think of Magneto.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping for a bigger, heavier hitting Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Magic, she was okay in Wolverine and the X-Men. Nothing to write home about. Emma, we had, like we had in 10th Anniversary. Those were good-ish. I've not seen a lot of play with them. Namor, we haven't seen since Galactic Guardians,
Mm-hmm.
Other than the chase that just came out.
other than the chase.
But yeah.
And then Colossus, I really didn't like either of the Colossuses. Colossi.
Yeah.
Colossus sizes.
Seem like a buzz head or just
I like.
He doesn't have anything. Yeah.
He's okay. I like.
no hair anymore?
Well, yeah. Did he have hair before?
Yeah, black. Black hair.
Oh, guess he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
he
No,
does.
he's bald.
Okay.
I don't know.
got,
Maybe he's got like metal cancer or something.
Ooh.
That was too far.
Maybe
I apologize to all of you with
Maybe he
cancer,
doesn't.
family members with cancer.
Edit.
I apologize.
Maybe he just shaved his head.
That was bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. Would he really shave his head, or would he like take a buffer to it?
Yeah, you just keep making those jokes. I'm
I'm
running those
done.
races
I'm sorry, guys.
to help.
I'm sorry,
The race
guys.
for the cure.
Hey, we got clicks for the cause coming up.
Yeah.
Might want to edit this.
Might want to.
Nah, we're good. We're
Okay.
fine. We're fine.
Might want to bring $500 for crowd controls.
I support cancer research and all that stuff. Good times. Okay, anyway, back to the actual clicks here.
So you are picking.
I don't know. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty, and then we go to the other side with Avengers. How many Spider-Mans do we have now? How many Iron Man do we have now?
Captain
How many
Americas.
Caps? How many Thors?
Yeah.
How many Wolverines do we have now?
Yeah.
I have a box of just those characters.
But look at that Thor. He looks amazing.
He looks
That's pretty cool.
But there's a lot of Thors that I have and don't really play.
Any Thor I play from now on, I'm just gonna put this one on the dial.
So, I guess if it's just based on the characters, I'd probably pick X-Men for the fact that there's more of them that I don't have good pieces of. Because I can find you a good Captain America or a good Iron Man or Thor or Wolverine or Spider-Man for whatever point count you're looking at. And then, like you said, Scarlet Witch. There's a definite Scarlet Witch is.
You can drop the money for it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you have one.
You could buy this set, or you could buy just a Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
That's
For
true.
$10 more.
True.
So, I guess ultimately though, it will really depend on the dials.
Yeah.
If there's a piece that I want more so because of the dials, that'll make all the difference.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not for me.
What
I mean,
if
I'm
the
still
X-Men
going
had
with this.
pieces that you would love and had mystical and scientist and all those generic keywords that you would play?
They couldn't have pieces that I'd love.
No?
It
Are you
just-
sure?
They just couldn't.
You're really sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you got at least a ruler in there, if not two. You got a mystical or two.
I hope when we do this it's not half sealed, it's sealed plus constructed kind of. I hope
Yeah.
you can only bring like Marvel.
Wait, so is You bring one thing and then pull from Wolverine.
No,
play
you-
one of
no.
play one of these
It's constructed.
and bring whatever you want.
But
Oh.
it's a limited constructed based
Oh.
on this piece.
So
Okay.
Scarlet Witch is going to be running around with Superman.
It can happen.
Or, you know what I mean? Like that. Like I was saying, I hope
I
we
hope
stick.
it's Marvel.
Let's
Yeah.
see what
I hope
it's
there's
gonna
some.
do.
I hope there's some rules.
I don't want to win that bad, to be honest with you. So
I hope there's some.
I'm mainly playing for the Phoenix Force because I don't want to miss out on a resource.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's really the big deal.
yeah.
The colossal Dark Phoenix would be kind of neat to do, though. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Again, if it sticks with all the other big prizes, it'll have like an 8 attack on its opening click.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay.
So that's,
15 defensive mastermind. You know, like,
Yikes.
yeah. So that's Avengers vs X-Men coming here at the
Holiday.
conclusion.
December.
Of itself.
probably
Yeah.
December.
It
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
December in there.
It does?
Okay.
Yep, month
Oh.
1, December.
Well, this is
Wow.
WizKids December, so that could be anywhere from December to, June.
March. Yeah. Not a lot of previews out right now. Here in 2 weeks, by the time we record our next show. No, actually, right after we record our next show, that Wednesday, we will have the new Batman 1966 set. There's only one figure that I really want to go over from
Okay.
that right now.
What's that?
That's the Joker,
Okay.
Cesar Romero, and his painted over mustache.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Makeup mustache.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I just don't think the detail's there. I think it's gonna be there. We've seen some merchandise with this Joker that has the painted over mustache. There's a head. There's one of those bobblehead things in our comic
Yes.
store that does have the painted over mustache.
That's
You mean our comic store?
Heroic Adventures in Edwardsville, Illinois. Go there. Love it.
Yep.
Live it. Play with us.
Well,
It'll be good.
Play HeroClix with us.
Anyway, the
Oh,
Joker
so we're
is
just
coming out. He's going to be a figure, and he is 75 points. He, like all the other villains from this set, can use the elaborate death trap ability. And the bonus is equal to the number of current month or the defense value of the character using the escape death trap ability minus 12, whichever is higher. That's kind of some wacky stuff. Calendar
That's
Man
pretty
stuff
cool.
right there.
That is Calendar Manish.
Yeah.
That's when you play this character in, December, not
Yeah.
January.
Right.
Don't play it on New Year's Eve, because if you're too late,
Yeah, if we have any of those midnight events, I guess. He's got movement power.
Go ahead.
what?
So I just probably won't be playing clicks on New
I won't, but still. Just saying, there are those out there that could be playing
There
clicks
could
on,
be
at midnight.
somebody.
Like, bringing in the new year with clicks.
So the movement power of Joy Buzzer's Zap. When the Joker resolves a move action, place a Zap token on the card before the Joker makes a close combat attack. You may remove one Zap token to modify his damage value by +1 and have the attack deal penetrating damage.
That is cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So 10 attack, 3 penetrating with perplex. So
Yeah.
do what you want. Make it 4 penetrating if you want to.
Yep. Top out, he's got combat reflexes too.
Very cool.
He also has an attack power.
Oh my.
He has Plunder by Remote Control. Give the Joker a free action and choose an unheld object within 8 squares. For that turn, the object becomes a friendly bystander token as described on the back of the card. When KO'd or at the end of your turn, it becomes an object again and is placed in the square that it last occupied. And that POG, if you will, reads a little bit like this. 0 movement, 8 attack, incapacitate, 15 defense, 2 damage.
0 range.
0 range, yeah. It's a remote controlled object.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. Typical in a way of Joker just being not really super devastating, just kind of wacky.
This
And-
kind of Joker, yes.
Yeah. Well, it seems like a lot of our Jokers are not really that big hitters or usually not that big of a
hitters?
threat.
Like the Jokers we have in the Batman set and everything, it was click 1, big hitter. Click 2, nothing. Click 3, big hitter. Click
Yeah.
4, nothing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of all over the place.
This one even gets good at the end. Sidestep poison without wit.
Yeah.
I mean, that can be a little nasty combo.
Absolutely.
But his naked defense makes him
Yeah.
pretty susceptible.
Yeah.
Right. He won't last very long.
Mm-hmm.
But he also, all his damage powers throughout are either Perplex, Prob, or Outwit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
2 clicks each. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Nothing crazy, but that's this set. I mean, it's basically a set of doing a lot of ridiculous things, which is exactly what you'd expect.
From Batman 66.
Where is the bomb over the head?
It better be in the OP kit, man.
It's got to be coming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious.
You cannot make this set and not have that figure.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
You just can't. So.
Yeah, seriously, people, if you've never seen that movie, it's on Blu-ray, it's on, I think, Netflix. Just go watch it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's super funny.
It's funny.
Super stupid.
Yep.
Alright, so we have some, so another preview that just dropped today that was from the brand new, Mage Knight reboot that is going to work with HeroClix.
Mage Knight Resurrection.
Mage Knight Resurrection. They are going to be switch clicks, so you can play them in the Mage Knight rule set, or you can play them in the HeroClix rule set. What?
Captain.
Oh, I thought you meant and then you stopped talking.
Nope. AYE.
Gotcha. Sorry. So, we have two little guys, monster-y looking dudes. We have a Goblin Pillager, a new improved movement that we haven't really seen before. Improved movement with the 2 circles, which is you can move adjacent to characters, or you can move into adjacency with characters without having to stop, but you still have to break away. So, kind of like fight, but except for you can't go through opposing characters, you can just go adjacent to them without needing to stop.
Yep.
He's got an attack ability for the first 2/3 of his dial. The Goblin Pillager can use super strength. When he moves, he may pick up objects held by adjacent opposing characters. Goblin Pillager may pick up an object while he is holding one. When he does, choose one of those 2 objects and remove it from the game. So,
Pretty cool.
Go up against a Superman holding an object, go and take away that heavy object. Kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that they added new in this is Ascendant is a new team ability. Character using this team ability modifies its attack value by +1 when marked with 1 action token. So, when you get ready to push, you get +1 attack.
Yep.
Kind of nice.
It's weird they gave him that improved movement because he has leap climb, which is, I mean, he can move right over anyone anyway.
I guess he doesn't always have.
Yeah, later in the dial he loses.
And if he gets outwitted,
yeah,
he still has that.
right. So,
yeah, so then we had another preview. Khan Bone Spike. I just thought of like the Star Trek. Khan! Yeah, sorry.
No, don't be.
He's got Trig Charge.
107.
When an adjacent opposing character is KO'd and action is resolved, Khan Bone Spike can use Charge as a free action. When he does, he can use Exploit Weakness. So it's kind of like Legolas that we were talking about earlier tonight.
Yes.
Except for then he gets to use Exploit.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool. He's got the attack power, which has he can use Quake when he does, and hits a target character marked with 1 action token. Place a second action token on that target. He has the Ascendant team ability again. He's got an epic action as well. Give Khan Bone Spike an epic action and choose up to 1 opposing character marked with an action token for each 200 points of the game builds total. Game's total build total. Somewhere in there. Yeah, words, whatever.
Yeah.
Deal each of the chosen characters 1 damage. So it's kind of like the Saruman
Yeah, a little bit.
power that you had earlier.
A little bit.
So,
Yeah, you can definitely tell this guy's made to be played with that other figure, the other goblin, because, I mean, they gave him leadership and empower, so he's supposed to be in the middle with a bunch of goblins around him.
Yeah.
They're all getting empowered with their damage,
With their super strength tokens.
and he's rolling leadership on them. So,
yeah.
pretty cool.
What are your thoughts on the Mage Knight stuff? You think that might be something you get into for the HeroClix side of things, or just kind of a pass it by?
I might just pass it on by. I've been passing by it quite a bit recently.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I mean,
But I also dumped
Yeah.
an ungodly amount of money into Wolverine.
That's very true. How many
bricks did you-
bricks did you buy?
6.
I'm sure I've bought 3 cases.
Ooh, that's a whole lot,
Do you
sir.
have everything yet?
I have more than everything I want.
Okay.
Finally.
I was
Do you
just curious if you had a complete set.
No. I have had all the chases multiple times through trading but
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
have all the primes?
I do not.
Which ones are you missing?
I'm missing Magneto and Jubilee.
Okay.
Don't care about Jubilee. Magneto would be cool, but I'm not.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not on my priority list.
Okay.
He's cool.
So anybody else thoughts on Mage Knight before we pack this one to bed?
No.
It's gonna have to some really impressive stuff to get me interested.
I think it's a lot like Lord of the Rings and Hobbit for me.
Yeah.
Some neat stuff in there, trying to pick and choose some pieces, but
Yep.
more often than not, I even forget that box exists.
Right.
You
Cool
know,
for free play nights, but at the same time, if it's free play, I want to play something else.
that I've been looking to play. And
Right.
can't.
You know a set that I kind of forgot about that I think is still coming out this year? Two Towers.
Yeah.
That's still to come out. I totally forgot about that.
I think so.
That has the peanut dye horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be neat.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that'll be cool.
That'll be
Street
fun.
Fighter should be out sometime too. Street Fighter 4.
And the new Batman game is getting a HeroClix set.
Arkham Origins.
Yeah. I
Arkham
saw that.
Origins.
Wow.
It's on pre-order.
Those sculpts.
More
look
Batman,
amazing.
guys.
Yeah.
More Batman.
Thor's on pre-order as well.
Oh, Thor.
Yeah, the Dark
I didn't
World.
think
Dark
about
World.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which that should be coming up relatively soon because the movie's coming out soon.
Comes out in
Yeah.
November.
It'll probably come out a few weeks before the movie.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like Avengers, it was a good month at least.
Yeah.
But man, we got a whole
Sneaking
lot
up.
coming out.
Sneaking up.
Yeah. Just all of a sudden. I just
And
thought about
there's
that.
even more coming out. We
Yeah.
have the incredible Iron Man set coming out as well.
Invincible.
Dang it! I should read before I say words.
Also, the Invincible Hulk.
Is it?
No,
What?
I
Oh.
see.
You see what I did
You
there?
did a word list.
What he did
Well
was-
done. Well done.
You did the switcheroo on me.
I believed you. I just totally walked right into that.
I walked into it.
Well,
So, anyway, the Invincible Iron Man set is coming out.
He's awesome.
he's incredible.
Well,
He's
the set.
invincible.
The set. We got the set.
Right.
It's going to be a 60-figure set. No super boosters, thankfully. No
Yay,
vehicles or
yay.
team bases or
No
any of
team
that.
bases.
10
nuts.
boosters.
Uh,
Brick.
Die
10
team bases.
yeah,
Don't
10
ever come
pack
back.
boosters.
They're coming back for Avengers vs.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Golly.
After that, then go away.
So, the interesting thing about this is there is packed in with the figures, we're going to have the Mandarin rings. The 10 rings of Mandarin.
Yeah.
Like, not the crappy one in the movie. Spoilers. He's an idiot.
Yeah, the ones that are just for show.
Yeah. So,
The ones that are just jewelry.
Right.
so in the set, they are going to, I believe, attach to some sort of resource at some point
That you can win.
that you can
At
win.
the end.
The base you can actually win in the organized play of it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's a resource or not.
Okay.
It might just be a display.
Can I just say I wish these were ring pops? I could go for some ring pops.
I think they look
They look
like,
giants.
they are wearable. You could put them on your
Yeah.
fingers.
They look hideous too.
Oh, they look
Yeah,
awful.
they're
They look
gaudy.
like you
Yeah.
buy them out of those like
Recorder
little
machines.
capsule quarter
Yeah.
machines that
Yeah.
you pop open the little egg things
Yeah.
or whatever.
It looks
They're,
Next to the kid with the mustache, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they're terrible.
Yeah.
They look like your grandma's giant jewel earrings.
That's
Yeah,
an insult to my
like that.
grandma.
That's true. I mean, they're costume jewelry at best.
Yeah.
There's going to be a gravity feed in the set.
Well, those rings, are they relics? Like, when they come in the boosters,
There's not a
like,
whole
what
lot.
are they?
There's not a whole
We don't
lot
know.
revealed so far.
Okay.
They might be like the kryptonite things from Superman.
Oh, we just place them and...
Yeah.
Or like the lantern objects they got. Yeah. There's going to be an OP kit. Blah 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 blah.
Or maybe they're just like the movie and they don't do anything.
You just wear them while you play. Look how
That's
cool
it.
I look.
That's it.
But then with the announcement of this set, they've also previewed one figure to kind of introduce the mechanic that they're introducing with this set as well.
001.
Finally.
Which is the
right?
improved targeting.
Yeah.
Finally.
Is he 001A or just 001?
He is 001A. So it looks like either we are getting a Amazing Spider-Man type of A, B, and C or something like that, or this is going to be the Prime.
Yeah.
Or the non-Prime.
So War Machine is the alternate?
I have no idea. Couldn't even guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy's amazing.
Yes.
So you got him at 300 or 150 points. He has improved targeting, hindering, and destroys blocking.
Yep.
So
pretty awesome.
He's now Superman. He sees through hindering, which means he's Stealth Buster.
Yep.
And he destroys blocking terrain when he shoots through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of awesome.
And he's got shield.
He's got a shield TA. He's got a trait. At 300 points, Iron Man can use the move and attack ability, so he's got kind of like a baby hypersonic going on.
Yeah. That is cool.
That is cool.
Running shot, precision strike, impervious, perplex on his first top dial.
Indomitable.
With Indom, 12 attack, 4 damage.
Yep.
This is an Iron Man that can easily go toe-to-toe with 300 points.
Yeah. I mean, even at 150, running shot, precision strike without wit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 4 damage.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
Yeah.
8 range, 2 targets.
Yeah, this guy's going to be a monster.
A ton of keywords.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Continuing that fine tradition of 001 being a really marquee piece for
most sets. Wolverine, the X-Men, that was kind of a
She was lackluster.
I was going to say something worse than junk.
Soil.
Trash.
Piece of soil.
Piece of
It's not terrible.
dookie.
Yeah. That's terrible.
But the
Wolverine.
12 attack bonus.
yeah, just not a right home to mom.
The gravity feed one is better.
He's so good.
Yeah.
If they had flipped those,
Yeah.
there'd be no
I
argument.
mean, free regen plus regular regen with the gravity feed one. I mean, that one's really good.
The difference, too, is Superman and Batman and now Iron Man have all been really expensive. Wolverine's only 100 points.
Yeah.
Same with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Robin.
Spider-Man.
But Robin was amazing for that free action smoke cloud.
Yeah, free smoke cloud.
And Bat TA.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Robin wasn't like the name of the set. It wasn't the Robin set.
He's the leader of the Teen Titans,
True. But all of the amazing 001 pieces have been Batman and the Batman set, Superman and the Superman set.
Well, I mean, it couldn't have been a team base, so.
Well, that's true.
Like,
They made a new character just called Teen Titan.
this is Teen Titan. He's gonna hurt you real bad.
They could have made like an Avengers Prime of Teen Titans. There's like 7 of them. Ugh.
Call it team base.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we know about Invincible Iron Man. We know that we're gonna have some of the bad guys from his set. We're gonna see some of the other random crap.
Absorbing Man and what's her face?
Titania.
Yeah.
They look like they might be a duo.
I think they,
Duo click.
to me, they look like they're a duo click that fits on a team base, but there's no team bases on this. So.
No. I think that when we were at Gen Con, we saw them in a glass case.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't have the bases on the bottom of them.
That could be it.
Like, not that they were switch clicked, but that they just only had the figures.
They are pre-alpha.
Yeah. So we'll have an Absorbing Man in
Titania.
in live or in modern that you can take your Greg off
or revert. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's the words. Revert. So yeah, that's that. The other big news we got is there is a new DC set. It is going to be Superman and the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it.
You might be the only one at this table.
That's fine.
Yep.
I don't hate on the Superman, the Legion of Superheroes. My problem is that go back a couple years and we had a Superman and Legion of Superheroes set already.
Yeah. That was my reaction to it. It seemed like very redundant when I first saw it, but the more I heard about it, the more excited I got about it because of the sub-themes of like New Gods.
Yes.
Legion of Doom.
So, a reboot of Metron.
Yeah, we need a new Metron. He's got to have like 11 powers on every click.
That'd be great again. Right,
Yeah.
totally.
And I already have an idea for 001 Superman. He also has to have improved targeting. And he has the Legion TA instead of Superman TA, so he basically already has Superman TA through the improved targeting. Legion TA so he can be Mystics if you want him to be, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he can be, 300 points, crazy, all that. And then he could also be 001A, and the B could be Mod L. The Daxamite cousin of his.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, I have ideas. I know things.
You do.
Yeah. The Fast Forces looks really cool.
Yeah, the other sub-theme being Legions of Doom.
Yeah.
Which, we're getting our first evil Fast Forces,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
With a giant Giganta. She is oversized.
Mm-hmm. Giganta, Solomon Grundy, Black Manta, Lex Luthor,
Don't know.
Bizarro 1,
Yeah.
Bizarro number 1, and I forgot the last one.
It's not Sinestro, is it?
No, I just looked at it. I don't know.
He's, it should be pretty interesting. I don't really care for the Legion of Doom because I don't care for the Super Friends because it was a horrible show that actually kept me away from DC for a really long time because it's super lame.
Yeah.
Nobody punches anybody. Nobody fights anybody.
You see what else they're interested in? It's going to be in this pack.
I have breaking news right here.
The Cheetah.
Oh, Cheetah, yeah.
The
Who's
Cheetah,
typically
Cheetah.
pretty good. Huge OP kit. 3 of 3 different figures, 3 of 3 different objects. Oh yeah, the Toyman toys.
Yeah.
Toyman toys, which are going to be similar to the Flock of Bats, which could be really cool. Toyman makes all kinds of crazy, diabolical toys, and I think you're going to see a similar thing. Again, like the Flock of Bats.
Flock of Bots.
Flock of Bots! Yes.
Dude, the Toyman always creeped me out.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He looks like a little, the guy with the wooden head, and
Yeah.
creepy, man.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah, he's pretty creeps.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the movie The Toy with, I forget his name. Carry on.
I don't know. I don't remember that movie,
bro.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Don't blades me, bro.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
toys, right?
Oh, that one.
It was about the toy, wasn't it?
I thought it was just toys.
Yeah, that was weird too.
I
That
see
creeped
it.
me out too.
Babes in Toyland?
That might be it. That
We
was
got
one.
there. We got there.
That was one of
We
them.
were working together.
Oh, give us a power action.
Yep.
Oh, I'm thinking
Took
of
3 of us to do it, so.
Richard Pryor, The Toy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Different movie.
Just
Richard, yeah. And then Robin Williams was in Babes in Toyland.
directed by Richard Donner.
Oh, connection to Superman.
Yeah.
He did the original Superman movie.
Okay.
That's how we connected to
Yeah.
Superman Legion of...
Kevin Bacon,
And
Matt.
look at there.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're full
That's good,
circle.
guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's still really early.
Comes out in...
February.
Yep.
For my birthday.
Birthday.
And it is also a 10 figure set. It is no Colossals, no Team Bases, none of that.
10
Or
10 booster.
10 booster.
10 booster brick.
Right, yeah. So,
I'm glad they're taking a break from the super boosters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
there's only so many of them you can do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. We'll see what comes up with that, but still really early. And stuff.
Want to talk about Book of the Skull for a minute?
Yeah,
Alright.
tell me about it. How do you feel
Just
about it?
how amazing it is with some older figures that used to be not as good and are now 5 stars. Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible?
Amazing. Incredible.
Okay, got it.
I'm waiting for when we get 7 and 8 hammers.
Yeah.
We get Power Cosmic on
Yeah.
on 7 or 8 figures.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Right now we're at 4, so you get
Be 5 on
1, 2,
Wednesday.
just 1 and 2.
Mhm.
Still, first
We'll
2
get-
slots.
we'll get
After
slot
Wednesday,
3
we'll
on
get slot
Wednesday.
3.
Yep.
Maybe on Wednesday.
Maybe.
Yeah,
With Kyle doing
Typically.
it, he usually does it before you.
Yeah.
Kyle's our local judge. On
Hey
this.
Kyle!
He wants to come on the show.
He does want to come on the show.
Kyle, if you want to be on the show, bring us a topic, and you can be on the show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do it. So
So-
anyway, Book of the Skull. the first one I thought of was Blue Beetle.
Yes.
55 points, Force Blast, triple target,
Energy explosion.
energy explosion. Just awesome. Now he has running shot.
Yeah.
Plus 2 attack.
Plus 2 attack. That was,
at 12?
yes.
Yeah.
So that was the first one I thought of. What I said earlier, the Batman, I think 65 point, Batman.
Double target in cap with the 14 attack.
Yes. Now he has running shot with that. I mean, just awesome.
Yeah, he's
just,
already great. So like,
just some of the figures that were still good and now they're just incredible. Including Maxwell Lord.
I played on
With the Book of the Skull?
Our
Oh
seal.
my god.
Yeah. I played him and 300 Point Superman in our last Fear Itself seal.
I did not notice you running around doing running shot, triple target, in cap, triple target, mind control. Where
because
was that?
I died.
Oh, okay. Because
Because
he is amazing.
Yeah.
Triple target mind control, which can now be combined with running shot.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever you want to use for that turn, in cap or mind control. 10 attack. Now it's a 12. I mean, just.
I think I was using the other one. Yeah, I was using the other one.
Oh, okay.
I was using the rare.
Okay. Yeah, this is the 99 point common.
It was in your,
We
your
had
pack.
we had when we did the sealed Superman Fear
Yeah.
Itself.
Yeah.
I played 300 Point Superman and the rare Maxwell Lord that has Black Lantern on his
Oh,
keyboard.
okay. Yeah, this one with the book is just amazing. Andy has a trait, lines of fire drawn to Maxwell Lord are blocked unless he's taking damage from an opponent. So throw that in there, by the way. 99 points, just awesome. So those are some of the few figures that I've come up with.
Yeah, I've really liked putting, I don't like the setup that's required to pick up a hammer. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be very safe, in my mind, to actually do it. So I like doing it for lower point figures. I like making lower point figures more viable. I had that with Brainiac and Seven Deadly Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Seven Deadly Brothers for like, 40 some odd points.
Yeah.
Charge Exploit, pretty cool.
Charge Exploit like an 11 attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty.
That was 12.
Oh, it was 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Forgot he started on 10.
I think when playing the book, it's important to have flyers on your team because you need to be able to save one of those tokens. You can't be pushing your guy to pick up a hammer.
Right.
Mm-mm.
So definitely bring flyers.
Yeah.
And it definitely helps if the other person's playing the book.
Yes.
Because you're both playing the waiting game.
In the world of Alpha Strikes, this is a dangerous relic, or this is a dangerous resource.
Yeah.
Because, you have Ghost Rider Heroes for Hire. Nobody would play Book of the Skull in
No, because you go out there 5 squares, pick up a hammer, and then you get one shot.
It takes too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiral. You go out and pick up hammers and somebody comes in behind you, kills you all.
Yeah.
It's just way too slow for competitive play, in my opinion. At least at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good in bigger point games that have minion armies, lots of low point figures. Like if we ever do one of those constructed again that says no figure over 100 points, must have 5-6 people in your army. That'll be a...
You can just have the generics give power actions so your big people can pick the hammers up.
Sure. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I played a match a couple of weeks ago with Kyle. We both used the book. It was for the first time. We were testing it out, and I played Kitty Pryde and Colossus. When they're next to each other, Kitty Pryde has a 21 defense. She gets 18 defend from Colossus, and she has combat reflexes, and she gets +1 for being next to Colossus. So she's sitting at a 21 up close, and which I thought figure is unhittable. But you throw the Book of the Skull out there, and Kyle's using Sabretooth, and he perplexes attack. He just comes up and hits Kitty Pryde with a 15 attack.
15 attack.
A 15 on a 21. I mean, it's getting out of control.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You make it so that you can hit.
Yeah.
This is not giving the defense buffs like the belt or the gauntlet is giving, but it's giving those major attack buffs.
Yeah. Sure attacks, Yep.
I do like the idea of it. If we weren't in such a Alpha Strike centric environment.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And we didn't have and we didn't have the book or the belt and the gauntlet already. I think I would like it a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But just in today's arena, it has to be set up just right to play it.
It does. I mean, I think it could still win against the belt as long as it wasn't a team solely built on alpha striking right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one person has +2 flurry, but your whole team has +2 attack now.
Well, basically, it's a different play style. You have the belt, you're pretty much going through the rushdown. If you have the Book of the Skull, you are trying to hit, you're trying to set up. It's just two different styles.
And then you have the gauntlet, you're turtling for a while.
Right.
Yeah. That's about to retire, isn't it? The gauntlet? It's coming up. I think
possibly. Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
If they retire Chaos Force.
No, it would be from
2 years.
It has its own.
2 years.
It has its own set.
Oh yeah, it does.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Which was
Just like the belt has No Man's Land.
Oh yeah, it was right before Galactic Guardians.
Yeah.
beginning of 2011? Yeah.
January to
Or
August
maybe even end of 2010.
2012.
Mm-hmm.
It says.
Oh,
January to August
oh, yeah,
2012.
That's right.
So I was thinking, I actually played a little, see how they would fare match against myself with the Shi'ar and X Factor.
You can call us. We'll come play.
Well, it was before you guys came over. Or X Force. Which one? I always get this confused. X Force.
X-Force.
X Force.
Yes.
I played Nightcrawler.
Yes.
I played them, and X Force would be excellent candidates for the book.
Yeah.
Because all of them start off with stealth except for one or two pieces. Or all of the good ones start off with stealth. You got Phantom X who has stealth running shot and shape change.
Man, I gotta play that.
Or you have, but like the Web of Spider-Man Wolverine has just stealth. Or you have, I don't know, just a bunch of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Stupid, a bunch of them. So having move and attack on them on the full dial would be extremely helpful.
Just giving Phantom X a hammer just to give him +2 attack and sit in stealth.
Yeah.
And now shoot through Eva.
He has
Range
improved
combat expert.
movement too, right?
Yes, he does.
So yeah.
He is hindering and elevated, I believe.
Yeah. What you need, basically.
X-Force
Yeah.
characters.
So you can get out there and get a hammer real quick and just go sit in stealth and shoot through Eva. Range
Yeah,
combat
just
expert.
in the Wolverine and the X-Men set, let's see, Deathlock. I played with Deathlock and Phantom X and Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was the only one that had move and attack of any sort. But Spiral is on that list. I mean, giving Spiral a running shot, ridiculous.
Running shot also.
Gross.
Yeah.
But then I also played GSX Psylocke.
Oh, yeah.
The ridiculously good Psylocke for 74 points or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, she's got some crazy blades. That's the blades that if she hits one or two, it actually gives them an action token as well on top of the blade's damage. So
pretty cool.
But yeah, I thought those guys would be really good candidates for the book as well. Good hammers, you know.
Really, I mean, really almost anyone. It can turn your whatever pull for itself into, oh, this character's kind of meh. Alright, now he has running shot also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Running shot giant, running shot plasticity.
Yeah, running shot, anything.
Charge, exploit. Oh look, now he's got improved move.
Now he can just move through these walls.
Breaks away automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking to put the running shot hammer on Darkseid from Superman. The one problem he has is no move and attack. Once you give him running shot, he has an 11 range for 5 damage with Psychic Blast.
Oh.
You can give him the running shot giant hammer that's coming out.
Yeah.
Sees over everybody.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Additionally, in this new world of, renewed world of Horde tokens and Pogs, he has like an 18 Mastermind, so you just stick him next to a Horde token. He does whatever he wants.
Horde tokens are considered one character after they stack, correct?
I don't know.
No idea.
I believe that's the case.
Yeah.
Because then they have on their thing, stack equals M, win M, they can use whatever power.
Yeah.
So and they're not all different things, so I'm guessing they're one figure, quote unquote, air quotes there.
Yeah.
So with Darkseid, and he can bring 2 characters with him.
Yes.
In his boom tube thing.
Oh, yeah, they are considered a stack, so you would take
So
them
you bring
as a stack.
You bring 2
2
stacks with him, and then he shoots for stupid range.
Yeah, and he has unoutwittable mastermind due to quintessence, and he has a trait that says he can ignore 1 damage of any damage he's dealt. Just period.
Yeah, that's
So-
crazy.
He got really, really good. And
Yeah.
also he has outwit, too. So now he has 11 range outwit. Just
Yeah.
nuts. Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing is the one thing I noticed right away from playing with the book compared to the belt is you roll immediately. So
yeah, that
it's-
can be huge.
I mean,
It's every time you hit, right?
as
Every
soon
time
as you
someone
hit,
with a hammer
as
hits.
soon as you hit,
Is
you
it
roll.
hits or does damage?
Well, you gotta.
Well, did damage. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
There's a
damage.
big difference, though.
Yeah,
You do damage. It's hits or does damage?
I don't know. I have
Does
to look it up.
damage.
Okay.
So
there's a big
or,
difference.
or kills.
yeah,
Yeah. Then it's
Kills,
a plus,
you do an
another
extra
plus
3
3.
clicks.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
and yeah, because like I said, because you roll literally in the middle of your turn.
Yeah.
So I mean, it
Very
can change
yeah.
dramatically on the belt. You know,
Yeah.
you hit them, and then all of a sudden you click to a +1 defense, like, and just you automatically have it. You click onto poison. Oh, poison. You know.
Yeah.
It's
You can also set it up to where you can kind of plan in advance if you know you're going to be doing damage, because you can pick a guy that you might not necessarily do anything with right off the bat, but while your other guys with hammers are going around hitting people, turning the dial, now suddenly this guy has a +1 damage or
Yeah.
+1 all stats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still think, though, regarding the belt, I don't think its full potential has been tapped yet. I think somebody who really knows that thing could be extremely dangerous with how they position each of the items on the
The
belt.
items, yeah.
Because there's a lot of times where you have that, 2x,
Mm-hmm.
you could position that to do some really crazy
Right.
stuff. You could grappling gun up, hit somebody for free, attack, or whatever. I mean, there's limitless
Right.
combinations there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Book of the Skull, I think, we still have to see the potential on that.
The
yet,
one
too.
thing you gotta remember, though, about the book is it's not just because the hammers go to everybody and you can pick anybody. You have to pick the character at the beginning of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
But that does stack with, like, you can place that after outwits or after leadership or after whatever other beginning of the turn stuff. But it only affects that
character.
chosen character
Yep.
each turn.
Yeah.
There's only one problem I have with it, and that's the sculpt. Hammers do not attach very well.
Yeah. Some hammers better than others.
Yeah, at first it looked like none of them fit.
Yeah.
I didn't even understand it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then you push a little harder and it
Yeah, they
works.
do kind of wedge in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I can stuff the Infinity Gauntlet into a box, and it's fine. I can't do that with a fully built
Yep.
Book of the Skull. It'll
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
those hammers will go flying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Once you
Yeah.
get towards the end of that, when you start modifying all your combat values and you're onto like +2 pulse wave with
Yeah.
impervious,
Yeah.
it just starts getting...
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Now-
If you're really confident, you could set it up. Like, I'm not going to do anything with him on purpose.
Now, this is a thing, too, where do you stop, or do you keep turning no matter
You
what?
keep turning.
You always keep turning.
Yep.
Okay.
And
So you
that's...
can go from really high to
Yes.
Yeah, you could roll right
And
past.
there is one click of nothing on it.
Mhm.
So it says when it sits that, just
Click
click
it
it
one
one
more
time.
time.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Not a stop click.
No,
Yep.
it's just a click with nothing on it.
Yeah, that happened to me in Kyle's match. I flurried him. So hit, damage, roll. Second attack, hit, damage, roll, KO'd him.
Is it
Roll
as soon as
again.
you damage, or is it after action resolves?
No, I'm
Soon.
pretty sure it's
Yeah.
as soon as you damage him, you roll.
Yeah.
Either way, I rolled, so you roll twice for flurry, and then I KO'd him, so you add another +3. And I, of course, clicked right past it.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Just went too far.
Yeah.
But it's a fun resource.
It is fun.
Looking forward to
Yeah.
getting all the hammers.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do.
What the other hammers can do, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Now, is month 4, is that the month with the all-water map, or is that the month after?
Might be the all-water map.
It might be. We've had Scotty, Greethoth, Skern, Mock, Kurth.
So
Have we
people
had
are-
Mocks yet? I think
Yeah,
Kurth.
Mox is running shot.
So
people are gonna be
Kurth
hoping
maybe is
to pull
next.
That Chase anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if we're X-Men,
No,
yeah.
right, Kurth.
Yeah, well, we will be.
Do we have enough?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Oh,
a lot of places have been selling out. Like, gonna be
Not Heroic Adventures at Edwardsville. They
Not
have
ours.
all your HeroClix needs.
They do. Even though me
Most
and
of them.
Kyle spent ungodly amounts of money there.
That's very true. You guys are crazy. Cray.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else on that one?
I got nothing. I mean, as far as figures goes, I could just make a list of 100 figures that are that much better now, so.
Yeah.
Anybody with no running shot or
Yeah.
no charge, but people with flurry on top dial, like Ravager, the Elite Ravager,
Yeah, now has charge
flurry
flurry.
blades.
Prob.
Yes.
For
8 points.
or anybody with mind control.
Yep.
Oh yeah, running shot mind control now. Woo.
Yeah.
Like Omen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
Omen
Omen's
can just
a,
running shot mind control into
Yeah.
To wherever you want.
this building.
Yep.
Just dumb.
And Hope will just go right beside her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Something that I've neglected. It seems like I always forget this. We also talk about comic books too. I've read a lot of comics lately. I've been catching up
Me
on a lot
too.
of stuff. We've been reading.
I finally read Fear Itself.
Okay, and
Just the
Up,
general
down,
story.
and middle.
I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
really,
A lot of people dogged it and said it was whatever.
You
But
read all the tie-ins too, right?
I read some of the tie-ins.
Okay.
I read the X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. I read the Loki one. That was
Loki.
where he's a kid Loki riding the wolf.
Yeah.
I just didn't care for it at all.
Yeah. Not missing that.
No. But the general story overall, I mean, I think I enjoyed it more because we're right in the middle of Fear itself.
That is something I want to bring up on this show.
That helps a lot.
If you don't read comics, you're only getting about half of what you can out of HeroClix.
Yeah.
Because when you know who these characters are, when you
Yeah.
recognize the exact appearance that they're from, there's something about it that just takes you into the game a little bit further.
Yep.
That, now you are kind of living vicariously through whichever figures
Yeah.
you're playing, and it becomes a little bit cooler. So, Jeff,
Yes.
listeners, if you're not using comics, chances are your game store is probably a comic store, so you should check out some of those comics.
I probably should.
You should. I think you'd enjoy it.
You should read Fear itself.
If nothing else, we probably have a stack or two, or
Yeah.
50
Yeah.
that we could loan you.
Yeah.
to
I would probably,
start you out.
I mean, I might read Fear itself, and I do kind of want to know what's going on with Avengers vs X-Men.
That's next on my list. I'll probably be reading that.
I read
When we
Avengers
played,
vs
yeah.
X-Men
Yeah.
right after I read Fear itself, and comparatively, Fear itself did not hold a candle. I liked Avengers vs X-Men so much more.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one next.
Yeah. I got caught up on Trinity War, which that's a little
Oh
bit
my
of it's amazing. It's a little bit of a misleading title. It's not a direct three-way war between these guys. Like, they're not like, I'm Justice League, and I'm Justice League America, and I hate you, and I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. None of that.
Punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, it's a lot of manipulation of the heroes, and if you don't want to hear about this, you might skip ahead a minute or two. Basically, they are manipulated to basically kind of self-destruct all these Justice Leagues, and the end result is Pandora's box is opened, and it is a gateway to Earth 3, which has basically an evil version of the Justice League named the Crime Syndicate of America. With all these guys basically decimated, they're free to take over. They're forming the secret society. And what happens in Forever Evil #1 is basically Dick Grayson, Nightwing, is at the wrong place, wrong time, and gets his stuff pushed in. And then,
In every
is-
way you don't want.
unmasked in front of everybody, and they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna go ruin this guy's life now. So everybody knows who Dick Grayson is, how he's Nightwing, and there's more bad things coming. No Justice League to stand in the way, so
Yeah,
everything
they
is
just
chaos.
kind of disappeared. Like,
Yeah, well,
We
once the box opened, I think probably what happened is they were sucked into Earth 3. Yeah, and then, that whole time you had the Trinity of Sin running around too, generally being crazy. And, the guys, what was it? Oh yeah, so Pandora's box contained the 7 deadly sins. The people that judged the Trinity of Sin initially were 7, what were they, like Defenders of Magic or something like that?
yeah, something like that.
So basically, everything from Earth 3 is flipped. So Justice League is good here, they're bad there. 7 good things here, 7 deadly sins there. So that's why they were a little upset, is they unleashed all that stuff. Pretty cool writing, really cool stuff. I got caught up on it and I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. I've read that too. I like it.
Oh,
I've read all the tie-ins coming up to it with Phantom Stranger.
Yes.
That was a really good book. Still is a really good book.
The thing I was going to bring that back to the HeroClix is the chases I like to see in Superman and Legion are the Crime Syndicate.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
I think we would have probably seen that as a sub-theme.
Maybe.
And
I don't know.
Sub-theme.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what it ends up being.
So there's 3 groups, 3 main groups.
Yeah, the Justice League, there's the Justice League.
We know who's in that.
Yeah.
So who are the main guys in the other 2?
Justice League of America was actually assembled by Amanda Waller, who, if you've seen the Justice League cartoon, you've seen her on there. She's basically works for the government, is pretty manipulating, doesn't trust the Justice League, thinks that, yeah, they're doing good for us now, but what if they turn? How does America defend against that? So she takes it upon herself to assemble, basically America's Justice League. That, these guys are specifically for America. These are basically a lot of second stringers who didn't make the cut for Justice League.
But that are collected to
some of those?
counter
Yeah.
the Justice League people.
You've got Hawkman.
Okay.
You've got the new Green Lantern, Simon Baz. You've
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, who was on the Justice League, but we don't know the reasons why or what happened, but he basically turned on them at some point. And
I thought he left for for Stormwatch?
he did, but he didn't leave under good terms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah, you've got Stargirl, who was in the JSA in, the old universe.
Can't forget Vibe.
Yeah, Vibe. Well, you find out later that these guys are picked specifically because they could be direct counters to the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason she brought them together. You got Green Arrow on there too, which I still need to watch that show.
Katana
Second
is on
season.
there.
Cool.
Catwoman's on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It definitely sounds like a HeroClix set that could come out.
Well, and then there was
Sure.
the Justice League Dark, which is, John Constantine, Deadman.
Zatanna.
Yep.
Did I say that? What did I say?
John
No.
Constantine.
Okay, I thought I did. Never mind. Frankenstein, bunch of people I don't
Madame
really
Xanadu.
know.
Yeah.
Madame Xanadu.
Bunch of the 50. Some of the
Dead
new
Man.
52.
Yeah, they did bring a lot of the new 52 out.
The Dead Man as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically the idea is to take all them out. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, Pandora's got her box that she's trying to get rid of, dispose of. She thinks she can have somebody open it and get rid of her curse and
it'll
be free.
trap the 7 deadly sins again.
Yeah, but turns out it was actually all a gateway to Earth 3.
It was a version of the Mother Box from the rest of the
That's what it was.
stuff. Like Darkseid, if you go from Apocalypse to Earth, they have the Mother Box that opens the
That
boom
boom
tubes.
Mm.
It's the Earth 3 version of the boom tube.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they didn't know about it.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool story.
Oh, it's a very cool story.
So yeah, I'm looking to see what happens now in Forever Evil. Trinity Wars wrapped up. It kind of led straight into Forever Evil.
Did you get caught back up on the Lantern stuff?
Not yet. I'm missing an issue that I cannot find.
Okay, we'll go upstairs and go get it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like two
I'm
issues
loving
behind.
I'm loving the Green Lantern stuff. man, I want to talk about it, but I can't.
Yeah.
Can't. So good. Pick it up if you love Green Lantern. You should be picking it up.
Yeah. So anyway, comics are cool. We're enjoying them of all stripes, and they enrich your Heroes experience. So, that said, I think that is going to do it for us this week.
I think so.
But guess what, guys? Loyal listeners, I've got a little deal for you. I got a special offer for our Feedback Damage listeners.
Hey,
Listen
guys.
to this. HeroClix, you're playing a game. It's time to attack. What do you need?
You need dice.
You need dice, right?
Yes.
And you're just not very cool if you just have those Fast Forces dice, those starter dice, though I will say the scenario pack dice are kind of cool.
Yeah,
But they're not as cool as these dice. These dice that I'm about to tell you about right now from our buddies that we met at Gen Con,
Yeah.
Rob and Adam. They have a email address, probcontrol@gmail.com. They have custom dice.
They do.
probcontrol@gmail.com. Custom dice. Now, as a special offer for Feedback Damage listeners, if you mention Feedback Damage, you get free shipping.
Pretty
That's
legit.
pretty
Free
awesome.
shipping just for being a listener. Now, you might be saying free shipping, custom dice sounds great, but I don't want to buy it before I check it out. Hey, we got you covered there too.
We got it covered.
Go to HC Realms. You can look for one of two users. You can look for Streets, that's just like a street, plural, Streets, or King's Disciple, all one word, no apostrophe, King's Disciple. Check it out. They've got an album of amazing dice that
They're really cool.
they're crazy. They've got Defenders, Mystics, you've got,
Thor, Loki,
yeah,
Heroes for Hire, The Hand,
Batman.
Batman, Fantastic Four. Oh, just all sorts of stuff. They're just great.
And you might be saying to yourself, oh, I know what they look like. I know what Batman dice look like. You don't know what these Batman dice look like. These are very cool. It's an actual engraved image. It looks
very
really
cool,
sweet.
yeah. And we saw them live. They look
They're very impressive.
Yeah.
They feel nice. They roll nice. I like it.
Yeah. Give them a shout. Probcontrol@gmail.com. Tell them that we sent you. Get free shipping. Can't beat it.
Cannot beat it.
Alright, people. So it's that time. You know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's time to learn about how you can get in touch with us and how you can be a fan and how you can just spread the word about Feedback Damage. Here it is. Email us at show@feedbackdamage.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/feedbackdamage. Twitter @feedbackdamage. iTunes, Feedback Damage.
Don't forget to comment and rate and like.
Like, comment, subscribe. Just because. If you're on YouTube, you should do it. YouTube at Feedback Damage Show. And on the web at feedbackdamage.com. There it is, people.
There it is.
That's another week
There it
down.
was.
We will see you soon.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Meow.